Welcome back to the second half of Trendsetters with me, Shiko Kaitani. It's a pleasure coming to you every single day. We hope that you're loving the conversations. And by the way, thanks so much for the feedback that we get through our social media platforms and some of the questions that continue to stream in. We've got a brand new WhatsApp number at the bottom of your screen should you wish to contribute to our ongoing discussions on K24. All right, still engaging the CEO of Waridi Trends. It will never ever, by the way, settle in, because I mean it is Robi Omondi we are talking about. She's one of our own, but we love her story because she decided to strike out in her own direction and is actually taking her hand at fashion. So getting a couple of tips from her this morning, also just telling us a little bit about her brand. We're also showing you some images of what her look and her feel is all about, but we like the fact that she stresses that it's all about personalizing her outfits for clients. And so Robi, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Know, I'll tell you a secret, ladies and gentlemen. In the office, people tell me I'm the Barbie, right? So now I'm going to tell Robi, sasa mi na kizungu yangu mob, sitaki Swahili yako mob.
Oh, I know, you know, once upon a time, I do Swahili news, right? And people are like, you, the way you look, you don't even look like you can speak Swahili.
Yeah.
I am, okay. I'm born and raised in Kuria. Kuria is at the border of Kenya and Tanzania.
Right.
Literally, like, why not? My ancestors are Tanzanians, if that's a word. So, English is good, but let me tell you something. You know, I could be speaking here and then people will say, how did you pronounce that word? I don't have that time. So Swahili, if it's water, it's water. There's no water. There's no sijui what.
There's no water.
Nothing.
There's no water.
Please, I'd rather speak what is easier for me.
All right. This is so interesting. Me who got sijui the C minus sijui D in Swa, the C, the D in English. Ama wewe uliko wapi?
No, I did so well in languages.
You did good?
Very well. I had a B plus in English. I had an A in Swahili. Yeah.
Me, I won't lie to you. It's the set books that ziliniangusha.
I was very good. I'm good in languages.
Amezidi did me wrong.
Languages. Actually, I hear Kikuyu and some more languages. So
okay, we can't sengenya you.
No,
in short.
don't even try.
Sawa Jaber. Okay, getting back to Waridi Trends. It's picking up. It's picking up. How are you loving the progress? Is it growing organically? How are you feeling about the uptake and the way people are responding to your brand?
All right, so it's very hard to be on social media. I'm those people. I think I'm inside, my soul is old. Yeah. So it has taken me a lot of time to be on social media and to grow that in that space, which I'm trying to see and learn how to do that. I am not very good when it comes to social media, and I think that's a space where I need to invest more. My interest was basically a hobby. It was not intended to be where it is. But again, you start something and you're like, why not? You know, at the end of the day, we're also trying to venture into business and try new things and grow in that space. So I want something that can be a brand that even my children can take over after that. So social media is not very good with me, or I'm not very good with social media. But generally, I have very many referrals. I create a lot of things for people, including men. I make bomber jackets. I make khaki trousers. I make official shirts, which with men, you'll never go wrong. I've gotten corrections, which is very welcome. I'm not saying my work is perfect, but the feedback is good. I'm getting good referrals. I'm getting a lot of referrals, some of which don't want to be posted for whatever reason. Some say, if you post me, someone will want this outfit. And I don't want
to be selfish.
Yeah, I don't want it to be common, so I respect that.
Right.
So time to time, I'm getting okay referrals, and I'm building on that. And also trying to invest in ways that I can grow the brand more. And hopefully by the end of the year, going into next year, things will be better.
Okay. One of the challenges that we see a lot when it comes to entrepreneurship and why younger people are kind of shying away from it is obviously the aspect of capital investment. And Robi, what's really your tip for anyone who's watching and this is a space or a hurdle they can't just overcome? So maybe even using yourself as an example, how did you get through?
So one tip which I'm also learning to embrace, they say that if you can lose it, then you can risk it. So anything you feel that can be lost, then it's worth risking, basically. So risk it, try, because it's okay to try and fail than to fail to try. Sometimes I say I invested a lot. When I started off with now making outfits, I made a bunch of clothes, which some of them are still in my store, in my house, haven't sold, but they go. Time to time zinaenda. But again, I remember a time came when I was like, why did I invest that much money to make all these outfits, which are not selling as much as I wanted them to? But again, the ones I sold or the ones I made, they are going. They're the ones which have marketed me. They're the ones who have put me out there to people, to friends, to have inquiries. Even that one inquiry means a lot to someone who is a creator, because you say, hey, at least someone is seeing what I'm doing, they're getting the vision, and they want to see how we can work together. Yeah.
Why is discipline extremely important for you as an entrepreneur? To stick to your timelines, time management skills. Why do all those things matter? Because, you know, when you are an entrepreneur, those are some of the tips that people, you know, tend to keep bringing up. Why is discipline, you know, such a critical aspect of how successful you will be?
All right. So discipline reflects on your self-respect. You can't start something that you're not going to be disciplined towards. And it's not an easy thing to do, by the way, not even for myself. Like, it's easy to say, but when you sit down and say, Apple, there's something I didn't work on the way I should have. I didn't meet my own timelines. Most of us are procrastinators. You're planning for something, but you say, wait, I have to do this before I do this. Yet you had set your own timelines, you had set your own boundaries. So discipline reflects your self-respect. So if you're not disciplined, you don't respect your brand, you don't respect yourself, you don't respect your clients who are going to give you the money that you're looking for. So it spirals around you not being able to meet whatever demands that you're having. You're not going to meet your targets, you're not going to make money, you're going to lose money. Because again, if you're not disciplined, what is there to even look out for, you know? So it starts with discipline, then self-respect, then now just keep going and don't stop. Because why did you begin? Did you begin today so that you can stop tomorrow? You began today so that tomorrow you can look back and say, the journey has been worthwhile, it has been worth it, and you want to keep going because there's something that you're getting from it at the end of the day.
You know, in terms of your own inner voice, are there days that you are afraid of what's coming up? Do you fear the possible losses that could be ahead?
Even before you get to losses, the idea that people will not even like whatever you are creating.
Number one.
That's a nightmare. Like, sometimes I'm seated, I'm saying, maybe I'm creating this thing, I'm the only one who likes it. Like, maybe I'm making it for myself. What if the client I'm making for doesn't like it?
That's your number one fear.
I'm scared to be told no. Me, I'm like, I hope I can make something that someone wants. That's why when I talk to you, I'll ask you, what do you want? You have a Pinterest that you've saved. You have many stories that you saved. You want something like that? That's what I want to make because it's what you like. So for me, I come in as a creative mind. I tell you, what about you try this and this? Then I choose the material for you. I tell you this material will be best for your outfit. Then we work together like that. Because now, if I choose the design for you, I choose the material for you, all of them will not like them. What's the point? So being told no, or people not liking, my client not liking what I'm making for them, apana. You
have to appreciate the fact that Robi takes or brings a new definition to hustler, okay? Do you feel, by the way, in this country, people cannot survive on one thing alone, you know? And how do you go about managing these two career paths, so to speak?
It's not easy, but it's very interesting. It keeps you on toes. Because, again, we live in an economy where anything can happen. You remember COVID-19 came, and how many people lost their jobs, you know? And then now you're left there wondering, what do I do next? Now for me, of course, as a mother, as a family woman, you're there wondering, tomorrow, God forbid, this job might not be there. What will I tell my children? What will my children eat? You know, I want to have something. They say even that 50 bob that you're getting every day can sustain, can do something, you know, rather than not having anything on the table. I have a phobia for not trying. Like, I can't just be me. I can't seriously sit and I'm like, I'm okay. I'll go to job in the morning, in the evening I'll be okay. No, I want, in fact, if today you tell me you have something else you want me to do, I'll do it.
Wow. Robi, how do you honestly manage splitting your time between your kids? You've got your marriage life, you have now your biashara. We all know how taxing hours are for journalists, you know. You're in the newsroom, so we're looking at what, 10 hours, 15 hours plus, you know, you working on stories. So how are you managing all of this?
So one thing, I learned from someone, you can never be too busy and you can never be too free. So it's just finding your balance, understanding what do I do between the time I wake up and the time I sleep. How many hours do I have? You have more than 14 hours before going to bed, because I believe people, I don't know who sleeps for 8 hours. It's advised that we sleep for 8 hours, at least 8 hours. I don't know who sleeps for 8 hours in this Nairobi economy. So just arranging yourself, saying in the morning, if I'm waking up at 6, let's say at 6, what do I do from 6 to 7? 1 whole hour. Do I spend it on my phone? Do I spend it talking to God? Do I spend it reading the Bible? Do I spend it reading my books? What do I do? Then from that time, how long do I take showering? Just organizing yourself and understanding how long also you invest in what you really like to do. So as long as you do something, I read somewhere or I listened to a blog, I think, that says every hour, make sure you do something, even if it's for 5 seconds. Something that you like to do that will push you to the next level of whatever career you're doing or whatever business you're doing. Even if it's just 30 seconds or 1 minute. If it means it's that call, were you supposed to call someone? Were you supposed to call the tailor? Were you supposed to call the client? Were you supposed to post a picture? Do it. How long does it take for you to post? How long does it take for you to call someone and ask them, hey, how far is my order? How far is my whatever thing that you're trying to chase? Do it. Even if it's 30 seconds, that's all you need for you to be in the next level.
Are you surprised how many young people like the soft life but are not willing to put in the work?
Even those who don't want to put in the work, there's something they're doing, which maybe I can't speak on your show, you've not given me permission, but there's something they're doing to push them to that soft life, you know. If it means, you know, singing to us on TikTok, if it means posting,
hustle,
you get, they've done something. If it means dancing to a new song on TikTok, they have done something, you know. Maybe they're intending to be dancers, they're intending to be artists in the future, or entertainers. They've done something. A soft life which comes easy. You know, you have to do something. Just work, try.
Or you're sacrificing something. It
could be yourself, it could be your whatever.
Those words that we shall not talk about on TV. I always like the question around sustainability, Robi, and that's because, I mean, this is what the world is gearing us to, because we need to do more, not just for ourselves, but the impact that your brand is creating. So for you, when you think about sustainability, what is Waridi doing to play its role in that space?
Wow. When you speak about sustainability, sometimes to me, I look at it from a point of, am I changing a life? Am I doing something that will leave a mark also in my life and in the life of people around me? I was sharing with someone that as I plan to open my shop, I'm looking to work with people who are not just people who just looking for work, but people whose lives need to change to a certain direction. And also lifting women. You know, we've seen women with soft skills and they do have something to do and they don't know where to begin from. And the industry and the environment that I've grown up in, I've learned to work closely with people who need just a hand,
a boost in this life.
Just a small boost, because we've seen people who are very talented, but they don't know where to start from. You know, we've seen women even in Mashinani, very talented women, but they don't know where to begin from.
So whether it's women who are disabled, people who need reforms, are now back and integrating into society, you name it.
Even working with, like, there's a lady I've worked with closely. She had cancer before. She went through treatment, but she lost her job. Like, how do you help this person? How do you hold her hand? There's something she was doing before the disease put her down. But it doesn't mean the disease came and took away everything that she can do. You know, if she can do something, how do we work together? Because if I can't work with them, maybe I know someone who can. I know someone who can hold their hand. And if it's someone I can work with her within my space and also have that vision. And for me, I don't have anything, I'm not a feminist per se, but I love working with women closely because I believe we understand the dream, and especially women who understand where we are going and what we want. We have a common dream. It's perfect, and that's where I want to build around and to see how we can grow together.
I mean, also, I know you've already mentioned this, but I like the fact that, you know, you're gearing yourselves towards creating pieces that last. You know, so we're not seeing a lot of waste. We're not seeing like the way, you know, you typically would see with fast fashion. Do those brands last? Do those clothes last? And you love people in your space because whatever they're creating, like you said, will this dress still be here? 2 years, 4 years, 5 years down the line. It's, I mean, it's a game changer. And so for you, what really is your sweet spot? You've talked about, you want to help your community, but when you look at your brand and you're just like in awe of what you created, what really gets to you and you feel like, oh my gosh, God, thank you.
Oh, wow. You know, definitely when someone is wearing your brand and they're happy, it's, I feel so nice. I've created clothes for pregnant women. They've done their maternity shoots in my outfits. That one,
I think I saw something like that. Nice.
You create an outfit, someone is in the office, they're comfortable, they're happy, they're calling you that, hey, that outfit was nice, can I have another one? That one is a whole level of fulfillment. Even myself, sometimes I make an outfit, I'm like, I feel good, I feel comfortable, I'm happy, the color makes me feel happy, everything, it's just very fulfilling. And of course the money.
Yes.
I love it.
Muendelee kutulipa tafadhali, send in the money. We want the money. Show me the money.
Yes.
For sure, that's the sweet spot. When you're just saying titi, you have received.
Hey, you have received. Even the deposit. You're like, see, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth the sweat.
By then, Takuhanda, the next time I see you, like, you know, people now will be watching this and be like, every time you see Robi in the lift, you're like, akona mado, auntie wa mado.
Amen. And then I just say amen.
Right. And here we are just like, look at Robi doing her old rich auntie boss look here. You know, when you see these kaftans now, they're the in thing, feeling we like try. Rich auntie.
We try. We try, we say ni God.
Ni God. So I know the creative space, by the way, can also get you into a space of fatigue because you constantly have to try and push yourself. And so, Robi, what are you thinking? What's next? What can we expect from the Waridi brand? We have like 4 minutes to go. Then, of course, you can direct people to check you out. But what's next? And what are you thinking in your creative room?
First of all, we are going to create more unique pieces. I know it's very hard to say that's unique. For instance, the dress I'm wearing, I know it has been there, but how can we make it different? How do you want it? How does the client want it? So we are looking to work more with the client. We are opening up a store very soon. We'll tell you where and how you can find us. But when you walk into our store, you'll not just find us, or you'll not just find clothes. You'll find us, you'll find a way we can recreate what we have to suit your desires more. So we look to work with people directly. You can reach out to us. We can come to you, we'll take your measurements, we'll show you our designs and what you want. Also, we work on it. And we hope to grow more. Of course, our social medias are there, our platforms, and we will grow more. We are actually looking for a social media manager very soon.
So, even me, I'm looking for a side hustle.
Now see. Okay, you're hired. Right? So basically just growing and working closely with our clients and whoever reaches out to us. Female, male, we are ready to work and we'll come to you. We'll have your measurements. Those who are outside of Nairobi, that's why we have mobile phones. We can communicate. I've worked for people in Bungoma, in Mombasa. We've sent our orders to them and we're happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy to grow and to serve.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Robi. We're going to leave it there, but of course, as we do for everybody who we feature on this particular show, we encourage you to check them out. There are people doing very interesting things out here. We hope that you're not just living in your cocoon thinking, oh my God, what next for me? What do I do? Where do I source inspiration from? This is why we do the show. And so, Robi, we want to congratulate you on this journey. We wish you the best. We hope that you're going to be, doing a whole splash, to corner everywhere, so the Waridi brand grows.
Yes, we'll try. We are coming to every place on social media. As you said, Shiko has offered to be our social media manager for free. So
I knew you'd say that.
So thank you, Shiko, for offering.
Yes. Thanks so much for watching the show. We appreciate you and we appreciate your company. At K24 TV is how you can keep the conversation going. Remember, Trendsetters Kenya is what you need to be looking out for. We're going to leave it there and welcome our team from Interactive as they take a look at what's trending on social media. Have a wonderful day up ahead. Robi, mwah.
Thank you.
Ama you want to sign out in Swa.
Oh my God. Shukran za dhati kwa kutazama kipindi hiki cha Shiko Kaitani. Akikuletea kila Jumatatu ama ni kila siku?
Kila Jumatatu.
Naam, kila Jumatatu tazama show ya Shiko Kaitani. Shukran za dhati kwa kunikaribisha. Hadi wakati mwingine. Tufollow katika mtandao wetu wa kijamii wa Instagram. Tunaitwa Waridi Trends. Hadi wakati mwingine, kwaheri.
Kwaheri.